you don't put Ghanaian reggae and then just give it a reggae thing in the awards. You have to compete it with all the popular music. It's Ghanaian music, so every musical form, and in doing so too, you encourage innovation.
Right.
You see, if somebody can really take a music and twist it a certain way to be recognized, and not say that, okay, because he doesn't do rap or he doesn't do something that doesn't qualify, then you're cutting out
the reggae.
So I think the reggae music, it all has to be seen as Ghanaian music.
Yes. How loud do you listen to your music in your car?
I think I'm getting deaf right now from listening to music so loud.
So you listen to it loud in your car?
No, these days I'm trying to lower it to see if I've done it, because somebody calls me and say, hey,
Now to make it from Accra down to Lagos to Addis Ababa, it is the common man's time now to make it.
Now, apart from you, who's your favorite artist?
You mean in Ghana or?
In Ghana, well, let's start from Ghana first.
In Ghana, there's two prongs.
Okay.
I have the classic old masterpieces that I love.
Who are still there and kicking.
And who are still there and kicking, and I'll say the high life realm.
Right.
I'll say Nanam Pedu, who people don't, people have been listening. Nanam Pedu, and then also, I love Amachi Dede too.
Oh, right. I love Amachi Dede too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For me, he represents very contemporary high life in its finest.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to really the modern, guys, honestly, I'll say I'm digging Sarkodie a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I won't hide that fact.
When was the last time you cooked?
Oh, I just cooked today.
What did you cook?
I was cornered into cooking yams and then palava sauce, but I ended up converting the palava. I put everything in a potoriwa and I ground it all with some
Kobe.
I'm vegetarian, so
no Kobe, I forgot.
Yeah, so I put some vegetables in there, some nice spices, and then some palm oil and some because for me, it's the local style is still the number one style, you know what I mean? So I love the local food. My fufu is like my food.
No, your wife is white though, so how does she cope with that? Does she eat fufu too?
Fufu?
Yeah.
My mom. When I come to Ghana, I go to my mom right away. And then when I'm in Los Angeles, a lot of the Nigerian restaurants, they have, pounded yam and egusi stew and stuff. So,
that's all you do.
So I'm a regular.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll come and look you up in Los Angeles so we can go and eat that together.
Yeah, and talking about Los Angeles too, my spot there, Afro Funky, is very popular. Popular club, popular spot that everybody really gravitates there, because when I'm in town, every time I hang out, so people come from everywhere.
So do you actually perform when you're hanging out there? Or?
I hang out there, but I perform like maybe once a year or twice a year.
Okay.
And they're usually very important things like maybe a record release,
Right.
And then artists from all around the world perform there.
It's Friday night, and the air outside feels so warm. No one will sleep tonight in the four walls of this town.
Guys, I'm having so much fun right here, and we're here at the Tawala Beach, and if you're thinking of a cool spot to go and hang out and be in tune and in sync with yourself from Rocky Dawuni, you better come and hang out here. Now, what is the craziest thing you have done in your entire life?
You know the craziest thing I've done?
Tell me.
Just this year, I was on tour in Bali, in Indonesia.
Okay.
And so I decided to film a video for a song called Walk the Talk.
Okay.
So one of the cameramen was from National Geographic. So he said, okay, we have to do this in really remote places. So there's the biggest volcano in Indonesia. So we should film some parts on the volcano. So we set out at around 2 o'clock in the morning with our guide and everything. And we climbed, this is about 2,000, 3,000 feet.
Whoa!
All the way in the dark with the guard leading us all the way to the top of the volcano.
And what was going on through your mind when we were doing that?
I was like, to say it in Chi, we say Ghana for what is a Rocky at top volcano. Because we're Ghana man pa, dear quality with here. We call it video volcano.
That's a good one. That's a really good
so
one.
I mean, when I was good, that was what's going. And then afterwards, when I got there, they were like, "Okay, we're gonna film some parts of the rim."
Right.
And the rim is this big. The tip of the volcano was this big, and I was walking on it, and down here was the crater with fire and smoke and stuff coming.
Oh,
and on the other side is thousands of feet down.
Oh dear.
And then they had this camera, and this guy, because he was a National Geographic photographer, he didn't care. He was running around taking shots, and he's like, "Oh, Rocky, go around here." And then I reached someone, I was like, "You know what? I don't care how this video is gonna be. I climbed 2,000 feet to get here, and I'm walking on volcano rim. Right now, if my people find out that I'm doing this, everybody will say you are out of your mind."
Right.
So
wow.
that was as crazy as I could go.
Wow, that's a good one. That was a really good one.
But the video turned out to be really cool.
I bet it. I bet it did.
Really beautiful.
I bet it did.
Really beautiful.
All right, now just before I leave you, what do you have to tell all your young and up-and-coming reggae artists out there?
Well, the message is to all musicians and of course all Ghanaians in terms of by expansion, is that we are in 2010.
Right.
2010 is the beginning of a new decade. Mm-hmm. And for every decade, you have the opportunity to redo things again, to undo the past, to not repeat the mistakes of the past, and also to strengthen the victories of the past. So
the water came again.
So as we see, the water came right up here. It's all love. And so all Ghanaians, let's make sure that from this year onwards, it's about elevation, it's about empowerment, it's about Ghana moving forward. And also God has blessed us with this new oil find that we have. Let's make sure that we don't repeat the mistakes of some of our brothers who have used it as a means of division. Let's use that for education. Let's use that to empower our women, our mothers, ourselves, and let's use that to develop Ghana and ultimately unite Africa.
Tina,